I want to show you how to play Sea of Love by the Honeydrippers. If you want the letter notes for that, go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Let's start with that right hand melody, because you can play that right away. We're in the key of G and we start on a B. B, 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 D sharp, B, B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A, G, E, D, D, B, D, A, B, A, D, G, and then the fill is B, C, D, D, E, D, C, B. You get a little grace note on that, a little. So then as an intro for that next part of the first verse, we get a D, E, G, G, A, B flat, B. And I'm going to use that as the intro for the whole song too, because they have an extended intro that is way too long. So all we'll do is just that intro. We'll go right into the song after that. But here is what they play there as an intro to that second part. D, E, G, G, A, B flat, B, 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 D sharp, B, B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A, G, E, D, D, B, D, A, E, B, B, A, D, G, and then we have a fill again, A, B, C, A, B, G, B, A, G. Actually, I play a G in there. G, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G. They have that same thing in there with the G repeated and the C repeated. And then we have a little setup for the bridge. G, A, B, D, E, D, D, C, D, E, D, D, C. Back off just a little bit on that D, C, B, the second verse, and it just repeats the verse and changes the rhythm. It changes the melody just slightly in that, and I'll show it to you when we go through it. Second verse, he goes up in that verse at one point. Then there's a bridge, reprise, and a tag. So it's pretty much repetitious after that. Now let's get into the left hand. So we have we already know the intro. D, G, G, A, B flat. So we start off with a G and a D, open fifth. We've got that third right there, G, B, D. There's your G chord, 1, 3, 5 on G. So we've got the third in the melody. And then we've got the other two notes in the harmony right there, in the bass. And then we go to a B7. So the B7 is B, D sharp, F sharp, A, 1, 3, 5, 7. You got a white, black, black, white note there, but I'm going to play the B and then the D sharp, F sharp, A as a chord. So we'll up here we'll have, we're going to a C. So we're going to a C chord. So we've got a G chord to a B7 to a C chord, and then we're headed for an A chord, A, C sharp, E. So we'll do that G. Then a B chord, fill it in, C, and see, all I'm going to do there is I'm going to play the C and then the E, because the melody brings that G in. And then the B we're going to hit with the A right here, A chord, da-da-da, and then the C sharp and E come in. And when we go up to this E, jump up there, and we're going to have a G chord in the bass, B, D, A, C sharp, E. So that G actually becomes just a kind of a jazz sixth added to that. So you see, all we're we're doing. To make a chord jazz it up a little bit, you just add a sixth or a seventh. And you'll make it sound a little jazzy, and that's what they're doing there. Back to the A chord and to the G. Now here we're just going to use a single note. So that fill will be, but we'll just use a single note G, a single note C, and a single note G, and then we'll have that intro into that second part of that verse. So here we go. Same thing as before. Actually, this is blah, 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 yeah. Now here we got two notes that are held back just a little bit. B, B, A. So it's almost like they're in a triplet fashion. Now here once again we do the G, C, G. And all we're going to do in the right hand is... So here we go. We're going to go in contrary motion here. The melody's going to go G, A, B, D. And the left hand is going to walk down. G, F sharp, E, D. And together it'll sound like this. Do in this bridge section is D, open fifth A, C, open fifth G, and go light on the fifths. D, open fifth A, C, open fifth G, and then we got B. And now these we want to sound like bell tones. Bum, 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 bum. And if you want to hold them, you can. Like a bell. Or you can get off of them, and it sounds good either way. See, when you put that B in there, sounds good. But if you want to hold them, it sounds good. See, it sounds good. Probably a little better if you hold them, but I've played it both ways, and I kind of like it both ways. So we've got this bridge section here with the hold back on that grace note, pull back, and then we've got the the second verse, just like the first, except for right here. See, instead of goes right here, instead of going to the A, we go up to an E, E, D, A, G. It ends in the same place. Or that, actually, they sing it like. But here we're going to go up, E, E, D, A, G. Same thing, hold back on those B's. So we're going to go up to this D. So we're going to play the melody here once. And then up to this D. Up again. Now it'll work out best if you hit the D with this G. So in the left hand we're just going to go G, C, G. That's all we're going to do right there. But the right hand we're going to have a little work there. Now what I'm trying to do there, or what they do, what they actually play is they get this melody together. They get the E with the G. And then they go right up to a D. And then the C comes right after it. Go up again. So go up again and come in right with the G. So what you're going to do there, so that your right hand you can do. If you practice it just a little bit, you'll get the timing. Otherwise, you can just set up your own timing and make it work for you if you want, because you can hold back the C and you can hold back the G and it'll work. But they get all those G's in there, and then the sax kicks in. So the sax will kick in on that C sharp. Now this is the point where they modulate and they go up to A flat. It actually sounds better to me in A flat, but it makes it a little bit difficult to play. So if you need those A flat notes, just let me know and I'll put those A flat notes up. But it works to just stay in the key of G, and makes it a little simpler to play. You don't have to modulate. But you start off on a C sharp instead of D. See, they go. So here's the difference in the sound. Staying in G, you start off on a C sharp, going to a D, and then that saxophone's going to go A, B, A, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, A, G, E, F sharp, G, A, G, E, D, D, B, A, B, C sharp, A, C, C, B, A, G, D, E, G, A, G, E, G, and then all the way down here to G, A, B, D, and then we're into the bridge reprise. So as long as we stay in G, those are the notes you play. And then you can avoid going into the A flat, and then you got to play the bridge, reprise, and the tag in A flat too. So it's a lot easier if you just stay in G. And to do that, we hit this C sharp right here, and we hit. So here we go through that section. For that, so let's do it. G, D, B, D sharp, C, E, A, C sharp, E, G, D, A, E, G, C, G, then we're into bump, 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 B, and we're into the bridge reprise. So here we go with that sax solo. See, the reason I play the D sharp there, the B and the D sharp, is because the F sharp is here, and then the C and the E, the G is there. So I've got all the notes of the triad covered without having to double anything, and it fills in the chord. See, we've got the B up here, so I put the D down here. G, B, D. Same thing there. A minor, A, C, A major. So, and then when we hit the C, it goes to minor. So see, this is going from major to minor. Down 2 octaves to, and then the bridge reprise is just like before. I tried playing it in other octaves and it sounds best in this octave to me. See there, I'm sustaining them, but you can separate them. Either way it works. Now we're into the tag. tag. So it ends just like that, like it does before, but then there's a little tag on. After that, those G's. So to get into that, we go G, B, B, D, D, and when we just repeat that phrase. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start off just the same, but instead of going back down, we're going to go up. And I'm going to add the B as harmony for that G. See, it sounds better if you put the B in there, and we're going to end up with the full chord with the G and D down here. But we're going to put a little running bass note, just like they do. In the recording, you'll hear that bass going. But I'm going to hold the G and switch to this G with that D right at the end. So let me play it for you. And if you have to slow it down, just slow it down. It automatically wants a little bit of rubato right there at the ending, just to let everybody know that that's the ending of the piece, the ending of the song. So there you have it, Sea of Love. I hope you enjoy playing it.